Are you tired of dreading your period every month? Do you feel like your symptoms are holding you back from living your best life? You might be eating the wrong things. Today, we're unveiling the 8 surprising cramp culprits that could be ruining your period. As women, we're often told to just grin and bear it when it comes to our menstrual cycles. But the truth is, there are things we can do to feel our best all month long. One of the most powerful tools we have is our diet. What we eat has a direct impact on our hormones and how we feel. Let's dive right in. First up, caffeine. Not your friend this week. I know, coffee is life. But during your period, it's best to cut back or even eliminate caffeine altogether. Let's explore why. Caffeine is a stimulant that can actually worsen period cramps. It does this by constricting blood vessels, including those in your uterus. Caffeine can also exacerbate other common period symptoms like anxiety, bloating, and breast tenderness. If you're struggling to sleep during your period, caffeine can make it even harder to get a good night's rest. And we all know how important sleep is for managing our mood and energy levels. Now, I understand that quitting caffeine cold turkey can be tough. If you're a daily coffee drinker, try gradually reducing your intake in the days leading up to your period. You can also try switching to decaffeinated coffee or herbal teas. Remember, ladies, we're aiming for a happy, healthy period. So put down the latte and opt for soothing herbal tea instead. Your body will thank you for it. Next, sugar. Don't be fooled by its sweet taste. We all crave a little something sweet now and then, but during your period, it's best to keep those sugar cravings in check. Here's what you need to know. Sugar causes your blood sugar levels to spike and crash, which can leave you feeling tired, irritable, and even more bloated. Those mood swings that are already common during your period, sugar can make them even worse. And if you're dealing with cramps, sugar can actually increase inflammation in your body, making those cramps even more painful. So what's a girl to do? Instead of reaching for candy bars, cookies, or sugary drinks, opt for naturally sweet treats like fruit, dark chocolate, at least 70% cacao, or a handful of dates. These options will satisfy your sweet tooth without wreaking havoc on your blood sugar levels. Remember, balance is key. Indulging in a small treat occasionally is fine, but don't let sugar sabotage your efforts to have a more comfortable period. Now, let's talk about salty foods. The bloat multiplier. I know salty snacks can be super tempting, especially during that time of the month, but if you're prone to bloating during your period, salt is your enemy. Here's the science behind it. When you eat salty foods, your body retains water to try and maintain a healthy balance of electrolytes. This excess water retention can make you feel puffy, bloated, and uncomfortable, especially in your abdomen. So, which salty culprits should you avoid? Processed foods are usually loaded with sodium, so put down the chips, pretzels, and packaged snacks. Restaurant food is another big offender, as chefs often use a lot of salt to enhance flavor. Now, I'm not saying you have to avoid salt completely. Just be mindful of your intake, especially in the days leading up to and during your period. Instead of reaching for the salt shaker, try seasoning your food with herbs and spices, which can add flavor without the bloat. Up next, dairy, a common culprit. Dairy is a tricky one. While some women tolerate dairy products just fine, others find that dairy exacerbates their period symptoms. Here's why. Dairy products contain a type of sugar called lactose, which can be difficult for some people to digest. When lactose isn't properly broken down, it can ferment in the gut, leading to gas, bloating, and even diarrhea. Dairy can also contribute to inflammation in the body, which can worsen cramps and possibly other period symptoms. If you're noticing that you feel extra bloated or uncomfortable after consuming dairy, you might want to try reducing your intake or eliminating it altogether during your period. Thankfully, there are plenty of delicious dairy-free alternatives available these days. Try almond milk, coconut yogurt, or cashew cheese to get your fix without the unwanted side effects. Pay attention to how your body feels after consuming dairy. You know your body best, and you deserve to feel your best all month long. Now, fried foods, the enemy of a happy period. Let's be honest, we all love a good plate of French fries or a crispy fried chicken sandwich every now and then. But during your period, fried foods are like frenemies. They might seem appealing in the moment, but they can turn on you later. Fried foods are high in unhealthy fats, which can increase inflammation throughout your body. This inflammation can make period cramps more intense and contribute to bloating and discomfort. Plus, fried foods tend to be greasy and difficult to digest, leaving you feeling sluggish and heavy. That's definitely not the vibe we want during our period, right? So what's a better option? Instead of consuming fried chicken, try baked or grilled chicken breast. If you're plant-based, instead of a vegan fried chicken sandwich, opt for a hearty quinoa salad or a chickpea wrap. If you're craving something crunchy, air pop popcorn or baked sweet potato fries are great options as well. Remember, making healthier choices doesn't mean sacrificing flavor. There are plenty of delicious and satisfying ways to enjoy your favorite foods without the added grease and inflammation. Next, processed foods. Ditch them for a happier you. Here's why. We're talking about those packaged snacks, ready-made meals, and processed meats that seem so convenient but can wreak havoc on our bodies, especially during our period. Processed foods are often loaded with sodium, unhealthy fat, sugar, and artificial ingredients. These ingredients can contribute to bloating, inflammation, mood swings, and other unpleasant period symptoms. Plus, processed foods are often low in nutrients that our bodies need to thrive, such as fiber, vitamins, and minerals. I know it can be tough to avoid processed foods altogether, but try to make healthier choices whenever possible. Opt for whole, unprocessed foods like fruits, vegetables, lean protein, and whole grains. Your body will thank you for it. Next up, let's talk about alcohol intake. While a glass of wine might sound tempting, especially after a long day, it's best to limit alcohol consumption during your period. Alcohol is a diuretic, which means it dehydrates you. Dehydration can actually worsen period symptoms like headaches, fatigue, and bloating. Alcohol can also disrupt your sleep, which is crucial for managing those pesky period symptoms. And let's be honest, women do not need anything else messing with their sleep during their period. If you do choose to drink alcohol, do so in moderation and make sure to drink plenty of water to stay hydrated. But truth be told, your body will thank you for choosing herbal tea or infused water instead. Up next, refined grains. We're talking about white bread, pasta, white rice, and pastries. Essentially, any grain that's been stripped of its nutrient-rich bran and germ. Refined grains are quickly digested and can cause rapid spikes and crashes in blood sugar levels. These fluctuations can lead to increased hunger, cravings, mood swings, and fatigue. All things we definitely don't need more of during our period. So what's the alternative? Choose complex carbohydrates such as whole grains. Whole grains are digested more slowly and provide sustained energy. Swap out white bread for whole wheat bread and white rice for brown rice. Instead of choosing regular pasta, go for whole wheat or lentil pasta. Making these simple swaps can make a big difference in how you feel throughout your cycle. So ladies, what are some foods you avoid during your menstrual cycle to ease your symptoms? Have you noticed any changes when you cut out certain foods? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more health and wellness tips crafted specifically for women like you. Together, let's embrace our cycles and live our healthiest, happiest lives.